Hi everyone, good morning. My name is Amalia, and today I will be walking you through something that we often overlook as students, and that is how school spirit actually helps students academically and socially. First of all, who am I? As I said, my name is Amalia. I'm a 17-year-old Dominican who has been involved in sports events, sports and school events almost my whole life. I participated in clubs since I was in the first grade, so I guess that already says a lot about me. Now, let's imagine you go to a soccer game and you see this. I want you to tell me what you notice in this image. A lack of audience. Anyone else?
There's no support.
As you said, this crowd is almost empty. You can imagine how the team feels. Now, I want you to tell me what do you notice is different here?
More spirit, like a lot of people.
Enthusiasm. You can see the environment has completely changed. You can infer that students feel happier, prouder, and overall closer together. But what even is school spirit? School spirit is the feeling of pride you have in your school, your classmates, your color, your community. It's what makes you feel like you're part of something bigger. Let's rewind just a bit. When I was younger, I thought that school spirit was just about screaming during soccer games. But years later, I realized that it goes way deeper than that, and it made myself a question. Does school spirit impact high school students' social skills and academic performance? Why does this matter? Students with spirit are more likely to feel like they belong, and when we feel connected, everything from friendships to grades gets better. Even our motivation sparks, and our nerve to socialize increases. What's my theory? Researchers say that school spirit boosts belonging, belonging boosts engagement, and engagement leads to success. According to the Cambridge Dictionary, belonging is the feeling of being happy or comfortable as part of a particular group because they welcome and accept. And having a good relationship with the other members because they welcome and accept. School involvement generally refers to the participation of parents, teachers, students, and the community in educational programs, school-related activities, and events. Schools that care about their school spirit thrive due to the supportive atmosphere that is built and the increased student engagement that it brings. Dr. Linda Darling-Hammond, an education researcher and Stanford professor, said that a strong sense of belonging is the greater prediction for student success. This quote supports my claim that by showing that when students feel connected, it impacts more than how they feel. It directly influences how well they do academically and how they connect with others. That's exactly what school spirit does. Create a sense of belonging that drives success. Social growth. Being a part of events, cheering for a team, even dressing up for spirit week, all of that helps students make friends, communicate better, and build confidence. Academic growth. Students with spirit are more motivated. They care more about their work because they care more about their school. This is because of a positive and supportive atmosphere helps students work harder and strive for excellence. But what were to happen if there were little to no school spirit? On the flip side, when there's no spirit, students tend to feel isolated, unmotivated, and disconnected from their school life. To take on my research further, I conducted a survey and sent it to high school students in the Mindful Community School and another bilingual school in the Dominican Republic. In total, I got 55 responses. For this part, I used both qualitative and quantitative data, meaning that I didn't only look at percentages and numbers, but I also looked at the comments and opinions that students had about school spirit to get a deeper understanding of what they feel. I surveyed students in different schools to get a deeper understanding and have two different samples from completely different student bodies. When I asked them about the gender, 67% identified as female, and the other 33% identified as male. When asked if they felt that their school actively tries to put effort into and improve school spirit, only about a quarter of them said yes. This tells tells us that there is a lot of room for improvement. Students want to feel involved, but the effort from the school doesn't always match what is needed. Interestingly, over 35% of the students said that they participate frequently in school events and sports events. And another 35% said that they only participate a few times a year. This tells us that school spirit isn't a lack of interest, but it's more about accessibility and invitation. I asked students how much they feel that a strong school spirit culture helps students academically. The most common answer was a solid 4 out of 5. This proves what my research already says. I also asked them if they thought that school spirit events positively impacted their self-confidence. 60% of them said yes. Here are some things students wrote when being asked what they feel that their school should do to improve school spirit. One student said that their school should encourage more people to support school events and clubs and do certain things to help students to feel proud of their school. Another student said that they wanted more competitiveness and encouragement for people to feel proud of their class and want to participate in school spirit events. They also said to make the ones that we already have more important. Analysis. So what does all this mean? It means that school spirit isn't just decoration, it's foundation. It helps students academically by helping students feel safe, seen, and supported. And socially, it builds soft skills like empathy, communication, and leadership. Now, it's not always easy. Some students said that they feel left out, and some other students said that they feel that the school doesn't work on school spirit. Yes, these are barriers, but that's where the change comes in. I propose that schools in the DR invest in intentional and inclusive school spirit